So I'm going to show you a token that I believe has an excellent chance at being the Dogecoin of this meme coin supercycle, meaning you can throw $1,000 in, go play in the park for a whole year, come back, refresh your wallet, and you might have $50,000 to $100,000 in there. I want to show you my exact thesis, and it's not my thesis. I'm not the crypto expert here on this channel. If you haven't seen this before, we track the experts in crypto. There's a man or a boy apparently called Cassius Clay. Rumor is he's 15 years old. I don't know if he's trolling us or not. He's a pseudonymous crypto influencer, but he's made millions of dollars. In fact, he made $15 million off $15,000 in this exact token we're about to get into. So let's have a quick look onto my screen. And also, if you don't mind, please hit that subscribe button. We're in a race against Bitcoin. We're both at about $103,000, $104,000 subscribers at the same time. However, we've started to pull away as a community. So if you're not part of our community yet, please hit that sub button below. Let's stay ahead of Bitcoin before it has a couple more God candles. Cool. So you can see Dogecoin on my screen, which has had a really nice run up recently. You can see it had peaked at, let's go to market cap because this is the total value of the project, $73 billion in the last cycle. That's actually not true. I believe it actually peaked at $93 billion. Currently sitting at a $60 billion market cap. Dogecoin, guys, made over 2,000 people millionaires in the last bull market, and there's going to be tokens that do it this cycle. The whole point of this video, however, is based on this one graph that I've made you that looks nice and pretty with its speckled rainbow. So the narrative, because here on the channel, we don't believe so much in fundamental analysis or technical analysis. We believe in narratives and social arbitrage. What does that mean? Well, see this quote down below. This is the next Dogecoin. The token we're about to talk about, called Brett, his narrative is this could be the next Dogecoin. And let's just say that narrative is true. Depending on when you hear that narrative and when you buy in will dictate how much money you're going to make from it. So you can see the earliest people into a token like Brett, like Cassius Clay, the guy we're going to talk about, he has over 100x's money because he was the first to understand this thesis. Then what happens is you take a step back a little bit, and if you're in the early part of the news cycle, you might get a nice 20x or a 5x on the coin. Rumor is we're still down here in this 20 to 50x range at the moment, but if you're late, and we can look at Dogecoin. If you thought that Dogecoin was going to be massive and you bought it right here at the $73 billion level, you're right, because it was massive and it still is the world's biggest meme coin, but you're just late to the narrative. If you bought it down here, you would have done extremely well. And what's interesting, and I believe I'm going to talk about it right here, I'll bring it up now. The Dogecoin millionaire, Pro the Doge, everyone knows the Dogecoin millionaire from last cycle. The guy ran it to 3.6 mil and then ran it almost all the way back. He bought in Doge at a $5 billion market cap in 2021. Here I was thinking he got in super early. He bought in, guys, at this level down here once it had already pumped. He just did so extremely well because he held his conviction that it was going to go higher than a $5 billion market cap. Now, let me show you one more example and then we'll jump into the actual token that we're talking about in this video. This is really important because if you understand this, I believe you can do extremely well. Peanut the squirrel, a recent narrative in meme coins. It was dancing down here around $70 million market cap. That's when we make the video on this channel. That's why you got to subscribe, because we're talking about these tokens before they do the run-ups on the channel. Had a nice run-up to a $400 million market cap. Then Binance, a centralized exchange, listed them and they went to a $2.4 billion market cap, doing another 6x on what everyone thought was already crazy, it being in the $400 million market cap range. It's had a decent pullback to a $1.2 billion market cap. But do you know what Binance is? Do you know what Coinbase is? Do you know what tier 1 centralized exchanges mean? If you don't, this is going to be really awesome for you, because if you leverage this information, you can do extremely well, especially with meme coins and probably especially with the token Brett that we're going to talk about. Have a look down here at the markets. So this is where you can buy and sell Peanut the Squirrel. Now, Peanut the Squirrel is on Solana. So the decentralized market is called Radium, and that's where you can go. Essentially, it's not actually like this, but you can imagine it like a farmer's market where you're trading directly with people. A centralized exchange is more like Walmart, where Walmart is going to go get all the stock, put it on their shelves, and then you just deal directly with Walmart. That's what people like Binance, Bybit, OKX, BitGet, KuCoin, MEXC, that's what these centralized exchanges are. And if you wanted to swap it and see which ones are centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges, you can just toggle up here. So centralized exchanges, you can see Binance is the biggest. Decentralized exchanges, you got Radium, Meteora, Orca. These are the decentralized exchanges on Solana, which is the blockchain that Peanut the Squirrel is on. Now, the big thing I want to point out here is the volume. Have a look at how much volume of Peanut the Squirrel has occurred on the decentralized exchange. $11 million. Sounds like a lot of money. It's only in 24 hours. But have a look, just on Binance alone, more than 20 times the volume, $244 million has been conducted on Binance in the last 24 hours. And this is why, guys, we might be on the precipice of a massive opportunity, because most people, most normies, most retail money, most people who aren't crypto experts only trade through centralized exchanges, and the volume there is crazy. But we can, if you don't know yet, you can learn very quickly, trade on decentralized exchanges when the tokens are down here. And therefore, when it finally reaches the retail money, the normie money, it's going to absolutely explode. And then we sell our bags to them for 10, 20, 100 times the price. This token, Brett, is not currently listed on any major exchanges. You can see down here, there's no major exchanges. Bybit might be the most major one with a $33 million of volume, so it's very solid. But it's not on Binance and it's not on Coinbase. And it's still, however, at a $1.79 billion market cap. And there is massive rumors and massive speculation that once this token gets listed on Coinbase, the centralized exchange, and it's not just a random centralized exchange, Coinbase is the creator of the Base blockchain, where Brett, this meme coin token, is hosted. And because Coinbase officially are not allowed to have their own token because they're run by the SEC and all the laws and they don't want to go to jail, there is no official token from Coinbase, and Crashes Clay speculates that Brett will become the mascot, the face, and the unofficial official coin of the Coinbase ecosystem. But as we're going to get to in this video, they're not currently listed on Coinbase, and therefore there are hundreds of millions of people who trade crypto who cannot buy this token yet. Crashes Clay, if you want to come follow him, is Crashes Clay 69 on Twitter. And he says, ranking my favorite coins going into 2025. The number one token he's ranking here is Brett, the number one meme coin on Base. It's currently the number one meme coin. And I know some people might be thinking, well, it's already number one. How much higher can it go? Bear with me, because that was exactly my thought maybe 3 or 4 months ago. And since then, since studying Crashes Clay and his insane successes, my mind has been changed. So I want to show you what changed mine to see if your mind might change as well. Crash says, my Brett positions alone will put me at $200 million at the age of 15. He's currently holding 15 million US dollars of Brett, and he says he's 15. Basically, every single person who followed me closely will be a millionaire, at least I'm confident. Many of you already are. Now, what is his thesis? Well, here's a YouTube channel as well. And on that YouTube channel, he recorded this, and it's all on the blockchain, 15,000 US dollars into Brett just 5 months ago. When was this posted? Let's go all the way down here, August 10th. So probably like 8 or 9 months ago now. I've watched my position go from $15,000 to 14 million USD, back down to 7 million USD. And now this is when it was at $1 billion, and now it's at almost $2 billion. So it's almost back up to $14 million. This will become worth $100 million plus. This is what got me really intrigued, because if you're a kid, if you're 15 years old and you put 15 grand in, and now you're worth 15 mil, surely you take it out and spend it so irresponsibly. But no, he's not taken any out. He hasn't touched it, and he wants it to become over $100 million. Don't tell me it was luck when it happened. So many of you who are in my shoes would have turned 15K into 60K and fully exited happy. Truth. Then rotated 60K into losing meme coins and now be at zero. Instead of being at zero like most people, I'll be at $100 million plus soon. And if you've heard of Murad, who is probably the most popular meme coin trader who holds $24 million of meme coins, he believes that holders are going to outperform traders, people who are jumping from meme coin to meme coin. So many want to call it luck, but if that's the case, why would 99% of people in my shoes have rotated into losers by now and set themselves back to zero? You know it too. Here is his public wallet where you can go check and verify that everything he's saying is true. It shouldn't even be hard when you are holding the number one golden meme coin of the bull run. Brett is at $1 billion today. I believe $20 billion is the absolute worst case scenario in this bull run, meaning $1,000 can turn into $20,000 on the low end. We'll come back to this in a year or two, you'll see. And why is he so bullish on Brett? Well, there's a few reasons, but this is the main one, the one we've been talking about. Floki, which is a massive meme coin on ETH, has a Binance and a Coinbase listing. These are both tier 1 centralized exchanges. Brett doesn't have either yet and is about to flip Floki in terms of market cap, which is pretty impressive. And again, my thought was like, well, if they're already flipping Floki, it's such a weird couple of words to say together, that we've already missed the boat. And Crash's point is, well, just imagine how much higher it's going to go than Floki once you get an extra 100 million users. That's how many, 110 million users apparently Coinbase have. And They're all shopping these cryptos on the app. As soon as Brett is on that homepage of the Coinbase app and people can buy with one click, he's like, imagine how high it can go. Seeing now the number one meme coin on Base is able to flip the giants without the common person even having access to buy it yet with ease. Something, I messed up that sentence a little bit, but you get what I'm saying. I've said it 3 or 4 times now. The most normies, most retail money do not know about Brett yet and do not have access to buying Brett yet. And if you can get it before they do, it could perform extremely well. Now, if you are a Coinbase user or you're aware of Coinbase because it's the 3rd biggest centralized exchange that there is in terms of volume, absolutely massive, and most people in the US specifically use Coinbase, you will know there's only 270 tradable assets on Coinbase that you can buy when there are millions of cryptocurrencies. So people on Coinbase, they really do funnel into the ones that actually get listed on this tier 1 crypto exchange because they don't have the ability or the knowledge to buy anything else. And therefore, if you have 110 million people all looking at Brett, all looking at the next Dogecoin, even though it's already at almost a $2 billion market cap, it could really run to, as Crash Clay thinks, $100 to $150 billion level. Crash thinks that Binance will list Brett between a $2 billion and a $4 billion market cap, which is relatively soon, and Coinbase is going to list them between a $7 billion and a $12 billion market cap a little later. Let's come back to this in 6 to 12 months and see if I was right. Now, I also wanted to run this token against Murad's criteria, the guy who I said has $24 million of meme coins. He has a list of 10 meme coins that he really loves, including the SPX 6900, GigaChad. He believes that they're going to run into the tens, if not hundreds of billions of dollars as well. And he doesn't have Brett on that list. However, this is his criteria for tokens getting onto his meme coin holy grail list. Buy meme coins that can become very big. Well, Brett can become very big, yep, because one, it already has, it's at a $2 billion market cap. It's Pepe's cousin, I believe, is the narrative there. Buy coins that have undergone multiple negative 70x's. Well, yes, Brett also fulfills that criteria because there's been multiple 70% pullbacks for the token Brett. And you think, why would you want that? Well, Murad thinks it's a great thing for the trajectory long term for a meme coin because you shake out all the paper hands, all the people who didn't believe in the thesis, all the people who said, oh, this is too late, this is over, I've already lost 70% of my money. They all sell and only believers keep buying back in until you have a really strong customer base. Study coins that have spent a long time under a $10 million market cap. Now, this is a similar thesis. You have to have believers to hold it under a $10 million market cap for so long. This one is not fulfilled by the criteria because you can see down here, Brett actually ran, each one of these bars is a day. Brett actually ran up to a $10 million market cap in about 3 days. And then you can see accelerated all the way up to a $356 million market cap, where I must say, I bought in. I actually bought in over here at a $300 million market cap. And that's why you want to make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube because we're following the best traders in the world and we're getting these amazing opportunities. I actually sold at a $1.8 billion market cap. That was right here, which is almost the top, which was perfect, almost time bottom to top here. And then I'm like, oh, I did it so perfectly. I bought back in down here once I came across Crash's thesis. And now I'm going to be holding my Brett until we hit the 10 or $50 billion market cap level, start to take it out. Study coins which have people hustling for free, a pretty self-explanatory one. Now, I'm going to show you something crazy, guys. Peanut, which I showed you at the start of this video, they have 76,000 holders, which is like, wow, that's a lot of holders for a meme coin. However, have a look at Brett, guys. Brett has 735,000 individual wallets holding the token. Absolute madness, which really goes into Murad's criteria. Murad loves, you can see his profile photo here. This is the tokenomic distribution of a good meme coin, where you have as many holders as possible holding tiny amounts of the token so that everyone's on the same team and no one can tank the token by selling a bunch of it at once. Use bubble maps and holder scan to check distribution to make sure that there aren't any crazy whales who can dump on the market and have it go to absolute zero. And so it passes 4 out of 5 of Murad's criteria, including they have great marketing efforts. They're on the UFC, they were in some form of Monaco boat race, and there's a couple more fighters who mention them in their post fights. They really are trying to hack into that mainstream narrative and become one of the top meme coins of all time. I'll leave you guys with this. This is a really strong prediction, and this is one of the tweets that Crash just made that really clicked with me. He says, I'm outperforming everyone by doing what I said I would. Holding Brett. We're at a $2 billion market cap. SHIB hit a $40 billion market cap in 2021, and that wasn't even the meme coin supercycle. Doge hit an $88 billion market cap in 2021. We are holding the #1 meme coin on Base in 2025. Not just in 2025, but also in 2024. This is the #1 meme coin there is on Base, which means we are going to do top 5 meme coin numbers of all time. Now, why does it mean that? Because Base is Coinbase's blockchain, and Coinbase has the, I think, second largest amount of users onboarding into crypto, only second to Binance, which means if you are the biggest meme coin on the base chain and you get listed by Coinbase and you get direct access to 110 million people all looking for the next Doge, and 700,000 people have already made good money with Brett because as it hits all-time highs, they're going to be telling their friends all about it. This could run with the super cycle and do extremely amazing things. Now, if you want more out of your trading, if you want to ascend the crypto news cycle and you want to hear about the next Dogecoins when they're at $100 million market cap or $300 million market cap, like when I talked about Brett here on the channel earlier, come and check out our inner circle, because we look at the people who are consistently hitting these 100x's. Here's Murad, here's Alex Becker, here's Andrew Tate, here's Elliot Wyman. We reverse engineer their wallets, their crypto portfolios, and their tweets and public social media, even their reply tweets, which don't really come up on the algorithm. And we watch for when they're buying or talking about a new project before they're promoting it to their millions of people, so that you can get in and get the exact same results as the best traders in the world. Just this month, Alex Becker talked about this new RWA play, Pinlink, which is now up at 12x. It's hit a $350 million market cap. Even by the time I've made this little graphic for the video and put it in, it's up another $100 million. And this was the alert that got sent out in what's called our Rubicon whale tracker. And our whale tracker is where you can get all of these alerts from the influencer wallets, from the influencer portfolios, and from the influencer's Twitter, all in one simple news feed that has a push alert notification sent to your phone when new activity is done. In fact, I didn't even go hard into this one. I think I put about $5,500 in, and I now hold about 60 grand worth of Pinlink. And so if you think, which I do, that copy trading, people with the best crypto track records, people with millions of followers who they push their tokens onto and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, is a beneficial way to trade, you definitely want to be inside our whale tracker, inside our inner circle. Link in the description below. We're excited to see you in there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.